What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another monthly retro. This is month number. Hang tight. This is month number. Wow, how long have we been doing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how long I've tracked. But we are in month 5 of this year. So we have passed quarter 1. First month of quarter 2 is expired. This is May 2025 of the monthly retros. So if you guys don't know, every single month I keep track of everything and I do a little short video going everything finances, leads, a little bit of content stuff, talking about goals, aspirations for next month, the things that I want to implement as a way to keep me accountable. I'll be totally honest with you guys. I did not want to record this tonight. I'm not feeling very camera centric right now, and I've had kind of a rough day. But we will get this out in live because seeing this now, I am now inspired and motivated to make it happen. So thank you guys for tuning in this week. We're going to go through May 25. I just got everything audited. I'm going to open the page, compare it to next month, and start running through. So business revenue. This month we made $12,244. Business expenses, $852.62. Personal income's 51. Everything that comes from personal is all from dividends, etc. Personal expenses, 1886.55. We have 4,666 LinkedIn followers, which, if we reference sort of past months, that's about 200 month-over-month growth. So I could be doing a little bit better there. 2 outbound proposals, and our mailing list size went from 210 to 220. So all good things. And that is, like all positives coming out of this month. As far as the road to 100,000, we are still on we're on track given this month. We technically closed more this month than I'm counting for the sum total, just for sake of numbers, because this month in itself was we received a lump sum payment for a year's worth of monthly work. So I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But diving deeper into this month, like I said, total close $16,269.71. Work completed, so accounts receivable last month. As of this day's recording, it's June 2nd. Last month we closed. So last month we closed all of these too. So when I say ARR or accounts receivable, I mean that these are accounts that have closed, but they're not listed on here for the purposes of they haven't gotten into the system yet. So we have 1750, 1500, 1500, 1300, and 2500. 2 of those are for site invoices. 3 of those are for retainers. 4 of those are for recurring retainers. And I should have pointed out that as of last month, we have reached a point in the business where we are in recurring clients under contract. We are exceeding what we made at the agency job that I worked at last year. So a little round of applause for me. That was a milestone. But I don't feel accomplished because I have a lot to work on in the business in and of itself. And that's some of the stuff that you and I are going to talk about here in a little bit. So we have 8550 in accounts receivable. So that's work done during May that just hasn't closed yet. So if all that had closed, it would have been a very, very spot on month, but that did not happen. Business expenses, 852.6, which in reference to last month, a lot better. A lot better. So we're making it work from that front, and I'm feeling a lot better. We only had 250 in contractor labor. We did onboard one new person for we're going to be paying every 2 weeks. Ali is going to be helping us out with some of our contractor work for the clients in California, which are those two of those recurring invoices that I then showed. But the business is doing good. And we have cut down on a lot of things. Cut down on a couple softwares. We stopped paying for Ubersuggest, which is our SEO tool. So good stuff happening there. And we're keeping a little bit more lean on that front. Personal expenses. So this comes down to everything that I pay for myself. So rent, food, clothes. I don't buy clothes. I don't know why I said that. But rent and food pretty much comes down to sometimes coffee, energy drinks, things of that nature. 1886.55 for the entirety of the month. And that is what we did for expenses. So we were net profitable this month. No more carbon payments, nothing on that front. The biggest personal expense was insurance, so car insurance, which had a quarterly payment. We have a quarterly tax payment next month, so this is going to be not the case moving forwards, but we do have that stuff on the radar. I just did my whole monthly review, so we know what's coming. Okay, so on to wins and losses and last month's action items so I can keep myself accountable, and then on to next month for the things that I want to accomplish, so goals. Yeah, so wins, close a new annual retainer client. Again, this all feels like a while ago. Something that's kind of underlined that I need to build a better habit of in doing is I just need to get more. I know making these retros, it may seem like I'm very in touch with the finances, but that honestly is not the reality. It is very messy at times. It honestly feels like when I go through and scrape through RightPat, when I scrape through Moxie, scrape through Monarch Money, and get these screenshots, it all feels like it's very unpattern matched. And to be honest with you guys, the end of the month is the only time I go through and look at these things. So I need to be more accountable to doing that. And I know we're talking about wins, but I'll go over the losses first, and then we can talk about wins. So I'm still unrefined service wise. So there's a lot of expanding scopes of work. Even with the retainers, a lot of them are for different things. One of them is for content, another one is for, and the rest of them are for website support. And those are not repeatable. And I've been working with people, consulting, trying to sort of refine a more productized offer for the business. Something that is repeatable, just me, that I can outsource for if I need to. And I have a clear content engine behind fulfilling it and making it happen. I'm a little bit low energy right now because it has been a bit of a rough day, but I'm really excited to refine this because it's been tough. Like I work a lot, and like I want to be able to have clarity in what I'm best at, and I know what I'm best at, and it's web design. It's from 0 to 1s to ideations to messaging. It's using Webflow to convert brand to website, and also being very clear on messaging, value prop, structure, complex backends of building in Webflow, and also like the handoff and the client relationship piece I'm very good at, and that's why I've been able to build a client roster at this point. So that is some of the losses. Backseat health wise, really have not been sleeping. Probably average around 5 or so hours a night on a good night. My body is kind of falling apart a little bit. My hips are always very sore. I still lift 7 days a week, still run over 20 miles a week, but it's not something I look forward to anymore, which is really unfortunate. I haven't been accountable to a lot of the tasks that I set forward during the day, such as the like getting to bed on time is one of them. Another one of them is I kind of let projects fall. I don't have a clear enough systematized system for bouncing in, and I feel like I'm always kind of bouncing between projects, which is a little unfortunate. Um, and yeah, I need to do a better job of keeping myself accountable. And part of that comes from adding too many things onto the plate. And that has been the case to this point. And um, when that happens, I need to be more mindful of it. So avoiding that in the future, especially for next month. So the wins this month, we closed an annual retainer client. This was for the website launch that we did, which I still haven't shared the case study of or made any content about. I need to get on that. It's like I said, it's been hectic and busy. I just have to prioritize, and we've got a couple projects coming out this month, so I need to really get on other things. But that was a really big win, and I was really emotional when that happened because they ended up signing on for the annual sort of retainer plan afterwards, and I was very grateful. So big win on that front. Take some time, give myself some credit. It already feels like a long time ago, um, but it was still good. We had the monthly high income, so highest closed revenue. Like I said, I marked it very conservatively, so I did not, I didn't over index on everything, but still technically a high even at the low end. We have a lot of outbound invoices in terms of meeting our goals for next month and hitting the 100K mark. So we also launched 2 websites. So we launched Travis's website. We also launched Vibrix, which is the healthcare startup out west. Both really fun projects, both very rewarding, and I enjoyed them a lot. So yeah, those were some of the high points. We also had the Web Designer Pro Summit. So I attended my first mastermind ever, and this was in Columbus at AC Hotels. I still have a lot of content to share from that. Son of a gun. So expect more from that, more on LinkedIn from that. That's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Last month's action items, moving on. So I'm going to go through one at a time and talk about the things that my goals for last month that I either did or did not accomplish. Um, Implement actions from WDP Summit. So I did do those, and that was the Sunday newsletter. So I did accomplish that. So we've been consistent with the newsletter. We've published 4 episodes now. If you guys are subscribed to the list, thank you. And I've been structuring these more so as just storytelling pieces. So I'll kind of take like my best performing LinkedIn post from the week and use that as topic for the newsletter. And I'm starting to get more responses, more people raising their hands. And something that I personally need to do better at is responding to the emails of others, um, and being more consistent with doing that. I think something else that I want to do is sort of change this is um, another thing I needed to do in the end. But going over last month, so I did do that. I did send 10 outreaches for the newsletter, and all of them said yes, except for one, which is really cool. So I just reached out to 10 people and said, "Hey, do you want to join the podcast newsletter?" Um, and they all said yes, which was refreshing. It just tells me that I got to dial back and sometimes make asks, which is okay to do sometimes. Limiting scopes of work, I did not accomplish that. Like I said, that's still very top of mind for me. Weekly content emails, I did not do that. I did that 3 out of 4 weeks. I didn't do it last week, son of a bitch. This is the podcast email I sent on Thursdays. I didn't get that done. I productized all my services in Moxie. So what I did was I went in and create new projects for each client and added tasks for each of them. It's going to be especially helpful because we have Ali who's jumping in on some of the projects. So what I've been doing for him is just sending him tasks in there, and he's been very, very helpful on that front. Earlier bedtime definitely did not make that happen. So focus areas for next month, I'm going to kind of write them down live here. Refine a new offer. Like I said, I'm doing consulting with a very close friend of mine to give me feedback on what our offer is, something that's tailored around home design or homepage design and doing audits around a very clear, specific outcome and offer. Something that's CRO based, deliverable, and includes design as well. So it could be a homepage design offer, it could be a homepage messaging offer, could just be a more packaged form of the website itself. So doing that, something that I've been working on is creating kind of a framework around what that offer would look like. So I can start to pitch this at talks and get on podcasts and do some of that fun stuff. But the speaking part of it has always been exciting. I want to do more guest podcasting. I want to do more speaking, talking about my process, everything I do. But it's not on the radar right now. So I want to record 3 new podcasts. I already think we have 3 scheduled, to be honest with you. I'm not going to double cross-reference my calendar to check. But record 3 podcasts, send all content emails. So post 5x per week. Launch 2 designs. So something I've been doing in sort of my content cadence on LinkedIn is I'm leaning more into sharing my own work. Which sounds wild because you should be sharing your own work on LinkedIn. I'm going to cut this off soon. But I have been staying consistent with outreach. I've been connecting with a lot of new people, especially lately, making that a part of the mornings. So I'm excited to keep that going and to see how that kind of helps the content growth a lot. We had some really good performers last week. I posted a video testimonial, just kind of reviewing some of our content to see what's doing well to close this one out. So I've been posting more stuff like this, just posting more of my own design work. This one kind of took off. The emotional, personal stuff does well. This was me sharing a video or a photo of the note my art teacher gave me this week. Posted a testimonial video, analytics videos of some of our process around CRO. This one did pretty well. Posting the new podcast setup, which you guys are now seeing. Posted about my work. This is more of the stuff I'm referencing. They don't always do the best, dude, which is okay. Like, I'm okay with that. It's just showing graphics of the home pages that we make, the layouts, websites, sections. Obviously, stuff that features other people is going to be really good. That one kind of took off. This one kind of took off too. The personal photos. Personal photo, Maria always does well. Video, designing a homepage. That one took off. That one did pretty well. Podcast clips, networking event clips, gym clips always do well as a nice squat. This one did really well. Kind of a controversial take one. I kind of like that. Did not do well, did not do well, did not do well, did do well, did do well. Pictures with faces always do better. Pictures with faces always do better. Global truth. So yeah, that is that's everything we're going to cover today. Sorry again for the low energy this month, guys. It's been a lot of inputs this month, but the good news is that they are leading to outputs. So appreciate you guys hanging with me. This has been May of the monthly retros of month 5 to road to 100K in my first year as a freelancer. And I'll see you guys for the first month of summer next month, June. Peace out.